if you have a data source that needs some slight modifications, for example, this one, the DS demo sheet, here we got a number column where it actually contains numbers for the first two records, but then you can see in the third record and so on, these numbers seems to be prefixed by an SPI, and I would like to get rid of that SPI just to keep the numbers. So in order to do that, I'll have to right-click this data source to create a format. And once I create a format, I will often need to add a new column like this. So this new column should then contain these numbers, but without the SPI text. So I'll simply call it my number column without SPI. Next thing here is to use some string functions. So go into formula, and you see a very comprehensive formula set here, and if you're familiar with Excel, you'll recognize most of these. You can also filter things here, so if you need to look up your columns from your NetNet data source, you can just do it like this. They are available right here. You can use search functions, etc. I'm going to make an if then else statements here. So if the leftmost three characters are SPI, I'll search for the left function and just put it in there. You get some help text here if you need to. If the leftmost characters of my number column, if the leftmost three characters, in fact, if they equal SPI, then I have to do something. I'm going to pick the rightmost characters of this string, then actually all the rightmost characters except the SPI, the three characters of SPI. So I'm looking up the rightmost characters of my number column, and how far should I go from the right. I will take the full length of my number column minus 3 characters. So that should actually be the true statement of this if then else statement. Now, if that one is false, if it doesn't contain SPI, we should just transfer the number string. Notice the red dot in the upper right corner. It means that my syntax is not entirely correct yet. I'm probably missing a bracket somewhere, and right here actually. So if I put in my bracket now, we should see it turn green to tell me that the syntax is now correct. So, having done that, I have created a new column, and you can see it here, and indeed it contains the numbers without the preceding SPI text. Okay, if you need to edit this column at some point, you just right click it to edit, and then you can use the functions as you like. Let's save it, and also let's save the format itself. We need to give it a title. So I'll simply give it a title called my modified number column format, like this, and save that. And now you can see that this format, modified format, is just part of the original data source. You can use both still as data sources. If you have a look at this one here, double click it, we can preview it, and well, you can see that your modified number column is right here.